All right, we are back in another Pick'em video. It is Sunday, January 25th in the NBA. We got football going on today, but I got some plays in the NBA that we're going to share and go through today. So if that sounds cool, go ahead and leave the video a like, comment something down below, subscribe if you are new, all those good things. And then lastly, guys, I'm doing a $100 giveaway, and I'm announcing the winner on Tuesday. You can still get in on that, and right now, there is one person that has officially entered the giveaway. You got to sign up for Picket using my code RichPicks. Picket is a free bet tracker for you guys to use. There's a link in the description down below. It's an amazing app. Again, totally free for you guys to use and sign up. Then you comment down below your Picket username. Just got to comment your Picket username. It can be anything. You can say other stuff and then just in parentheses, Picket username right here for the giveaway. But yeah, as of right now, one person has entered the giveaway and that announced winner will be on Tuesday. So you still got time to do it. You can do it in this video and we'll talk a little bit more about Picket later on in the video. So to start things off, got to go over the recap of yesterday's video picks, then we'll talk about the injury news real quick, and then we'll get into the plays for today. But yesterday we had this sweep, so got to celebrate that a little bit. Jalen Tyson didn't get the 7 rebounds, so we lost 0.2 units there, but he still profited for us with the normal 4.5 boards. Bam comes through with his points, Bam comes through with his threes, and Vucevic also comes through with the threes, shooting 2 of them, but knocking them both down. So he's an absolute legend for that. So love the winning days here. 9 of the last 11 videos have been winning days. So hopefully you guys are on this train with me. 2.63 units in the green. Absolutely love to see it. Loving the plays I'm going to give you with you guys today. And let's first hop into that injury report, see who's playing. So jumping over to RotoWire to start breaking down who's playing, projected minutes and things like that. First of all, the Dallas Mavericks on a back-to-back. So they're one of the teams on a back-to-back. And the Miami Heat are on a back-to-back. So just expect that. Some guys might pop on the injury report. Davion Mitchell didn't play yesterday, so we'll see if he comes back, blah, blah, blah. So just again, Dallas Mavericks, Miami Heat are both the teams on a back-to-back. We got Sacramento versus Detroit. This is a 13.5-point game. Some blowout potential for sure. Zach LaVine might not play in this thing, but here's the projected minutes as of right now. One thing to note, Domantas Sabonis seems to be getting more time on the court. He had a 1.5 first quarter rebounds line that I saw yesterday. Absolutely hammered that thing, and he was gobbling up rebounds left and right. So he's getting a lot of time from the last game, so he could absolutely start playing a lot more. We'll see if he can get some angles on that, or if we can get some angles on that. Westbrook, again, LaVine, we would like to see if he plays, but Domantas Sabonis, really the guy that I'm most excited about. There is some blowout potential here. Cade Cunningham projected to play a whole lot of minutes. Everyone else is right here. You can see those projected minutes. I'm going to try to go through this relatively quickly today. Denver Nuggets, a lot of injuries, so probably one you want to stay away from unless you know something about these guys playing or not, but there are 2 main scorers right now, Jamal Murray and Peyton Watson, both questionable. Going to be a hard read on them. And because of that, they are 4.5-point underdogs here against the Memphis Grizzlies, who are also dealing with a ton of injuries. But a lot of these guys step up in times like that. Jalen Wells could be an absolute guy to look at. We went to him the other day, and he just needs to knock down his shots. Jacques Londale had a massive game. Jaren Jackson Jr. played very well in that time in the court, too. He's obviously the main focal point of that offense. But let's move along. Golden State, Minnesota. This game was supposed to be yesterday, and there's a whole lot of snow coming throughout the United States, especially northeast where I am, so I'm kind of hunkered down. There's already like a snow emergency where I am, even though there's no snow just yet. It should be coming soon. But let's go to Minnesota here. 7-point spread in favor of Minnesota. Steph Curry questionable. That's the main thing. You got to know if Steph Curry is going to play or not. But I really like Podziemski. I've been talking about this before. He's going to get the biggest boost without Jonathan Kuminga and Jimmy Butler in the lineup. He's a guy that I trust. I bet on him before. I bet on him last year as well. If he gets the time in the court, he can do some good things, especially with rebounding, assisting, and he can get some points too, but kind of a little bit less trustworthy with the points there, especially when you got Steph Curry on your team. And then Minnesota Timberwolves projected minutes here. We've seen this movie before. They are relatively healthy, and they've been pretty healthy recently. Dallas Mavericks and Cooper Flag here going up against Milwaukee. 1-point spread in favor of Milwaukee because they got everyone injured. No Giannis, he's out for a while. We're going to get AJ Green getting a whole bunch of time if he plays. Kuzma might get a ton of time here. Ryan Rollins. So who's really going to be the focal point of this offense? We've seen Ryan Rollins do it a couple times before, and he should be ready to go. So I don't know. Is Miles Turner going to step up? Is Kyle Kuzma finally going to remember that he used to score like 25 points a game on the Wizards? Who knows? Dallas side of things, no AD, no Kyrie. And we got a whole bunch of minutes for guys like Cooper Flag, PJ, Najee, Max Christie could get some extra time here. Daniel Gafford, again, this is what we got going on for the minutes projections. New Orleans and San Antonio, big spread here, 12 points in favor of the home team, San Antonio Spurs. They got really no injuries other than Luke Cornett, who is questionable. He might be playing here, but we know Castle's going to get the run. We know Fox is going to be in there. Victor Wembanyama finally playing his normal minutes, but he could lose some if the blowout happens. He's probably the first guy to get some less minutes there. Devin Vassell is back in the lineup, projected for 24 minutes as of right now. Keldon Johnson obviously going to get hurt from there. Just remember, Devin Vassell, definitely a higher usage player, especially in terms of these role players. So watch out for all these guys. Julian Champagnie might lose some time. Keldon Johnson might lose some time, but they're also probably going to ease in Vassell from there. Pelicans, pretty healthy here, as you know, as healthy as they've been in a while. Potentially no Jose Alvarado, but we still got Trey Murphy, Zion, Derek Queen, Herb Jones, and Jeremiah Fears. That's pretty much their whole play. Saddiq Bey, 28 minutes. He's pretty good. He can light up pretty quick, and he's had some big scoring games. Ebisi can absolutely dig into Derek Queen's minutes, but he doesn't do it all the time. So just one to be wary of. But Trey Murphy's going to get the time. Zion, you know, can get the time in a closer game. Just be mindful. 12-point spread. A little bit of a weird one, but relatively healthy matchup there. So moving along, OKC and Toronto. I really just want to get to these plays today. Toronto dealing with some injuries quickly. It's questionable. Murray Boyle's questionable. Jacoby Walter questionable. So we got Sandro projected for 24 plus minutes in this one. Brandon Ingram and Scotty Barnes are going to get the bulk of the load, and RJ Barrett could be getting around 24 minutes in this game. He is slotted to play in this one. OKC, we still got Aaron Wiggins questionable. Shea is out there. Chet is out there. We still got no J-Dub. We still got no A.J. Mitchell. We got no Alex Caruso, no Hartenstein. So they've been dealing with this for a little bit. We've seen a few of these games. And this could be a good one. You know, OKC is home, but Toronto's a little scrappy team, and I could see them making this thing close. Miami and Phoenix, Devin Booker is going to be out. Jalen Green is going to be questionable. I'm looking at a guy like Grayson Allen right off the bat here. Colin Gillespie. A lot of these guys are going to get huge boosts when Devin Booker is not on the court. We can see that with the on-off court stats here. Yeah, Dylan Brooks is going to be 11% usage boost. Grayson Allen as well. So a lot of these guys are getting massive boosts, obviously, without a guy like Devin Booker and no Jalen Green potentially. Norman Powell, Bam Adebayo. Again, this team is on a back-to-back, so just keep that in mind. No Hero still. No Terry Rozier. He's still in jail. No Khalil Ware either. So, you know, this is what we got for the projected minutes. Give with that what you may. Jaime Haka is probably the main guy I'd look off the bench because he can play himself into more time. Finally, the Clippers and the Brooklyn Nets. We have an 8.5 point spread. We got a whole bunch of rookies playing well for the Brooklyn Nets. It's hard to tell who's going to play and who's not. Igor Denham, probably my favorite guy on the team. Nick Claxton, Michael Porter Jr. We know these guys can keep them in games. Drake Powell, Danny Wolf. There's just a lot of young guys in this team. It's hard to pick who's going to play. And then no Cam Thomas still. Highsmith, Clowney's doubtful. That's a big name. So it's tough to read this Brooklyn Nets team, to be totally honest. Let's go to the Clippers side of things. Kawhi is questionable. I'd like to see him play. They play really well with him in the lineup. Harden's going to get as many minutes as he can handle. John Collins has been pretty good. Sometimes he's horrible, actually. So just want to be looking at his matchup before you bet on John Collins. And then Zubac, pretty consistent. You got to see if his lines are a little bit too low, and then you can attack that. But we didn't know if Kawhi is playing here or not, and their bench is just atrocious. So finally jumping into Props Madness, start talking about our plays. We are going to start off with a plus money banger here. Plus 124 for Grayson Allen to hit 4+ threes in this thing. We talked about Devin Booker being out. He's going to get a high usage in this one, and he's got a pretty good matchup to do so. Going up against the Miami Heat, he's played these guys already. He had 6 threes in that game. He shot 14 of them. Let's look at the games without Devin Booker this year. He has only gone over in one game, but look at the attempts. 2 for 7, 1 for 8, 1 for 7, and how about 7 for 20 against Detroit, by the way. Very tough defense for threes. This is a Miami team. He's done it before. This is a Miami team that allows a whole bunch of threes. Devin Booker's not going to be there. Potentially no Jalen Green as well. So he's going to get a high usage, and he's shooting them at least. Again, without Devin Booker, not hitting them all too well. He's had some tough matchups here. Rockets, oh my God, what is Booker just dodging the best teams in the league? Pistons, Thunder, Rockets, and we got the Timberwolves. But you see the attempts. He's only shot at least 7 in every single game. So let's go to see games that he's shooting at least 7 3-pointers attempted, and the three-point line is going to turn into a 68% hit rate here. He's going to be the focal point. They allow a whole bunch of threes. Position, they give up threes. Again, he's done it before already. I expected the same result. If he can shoot 12 threes or something, obviously we're going to be a whole lot better off here. But 7+ threes, 68% hit rate. 10+ threes, how about 100% hit rate? 9+ threes, 87.5% hit rate. Just loving his opportunities to get a lot of them up and knock them down today. Moving to play number 2, I am going to ride with Ryan Rollins for the Milwaukee Bucks. Stay with me. Obviously, the hit rate does not look great here. But the line's at 20.5 in some books. It's at 19.5 in some books. Hard Rock is the best price here at -120. I'm going to go to the score because it's available for me. and they have a line that says 20 plus. Of course, it's blocking it. 20 plus minus 125. So that's the bet I'm going to put in. But I think Ryan Rollins should get a lot of volume today, and that's going to be the play. Now, obviously, no Giannis in this one. Yeah, Ryan Rollins was a wagon without Giannis at the beginning of the year. It hasn't been that way since, but we haven't seen many games without Giannis and KPJ here. Without Giannis and KPJ, Ryan Rollins is not only hitting this line, he's crushing this line, so it could be a ladder opportunity. I just don't like his recent form for Ryan Rollins, but he should get the opportunities. That's what we're going to bet on here. Look at the field goals attempted. First of all, 14 threes. Does he have a perfect matchup for threes? Not really, but he does have a good matchup for pull-ups, which are 31% of his shots. And again, he's going to be playing without Giannis and KPJ. His usage is going to be through the roof. Within 10 feet, he also shoots 41% of his points there, 28th ranked in terms of restricted area defense. Pick and roll ball handling, also weak. So I think Ryan Rollins is going to be the main ball handler, high usage player in this one. We can actually look at his usage without KPJ and Giannis in the lineup. His season average goes up to almost 30%, up from 23%. So huge usage boost without these guys on the court. And also, again, just look at the field goals attempted. 24 in this game, 14 in this game, 21, 26, 15, and 21. So he has absolutely opportunity to get 20 plus, honestly, field goals attempted. But the floor here has been 14 field goals attempted. So if we want to just get rid of everything and look at games he's seeing 14 plus shots, which we can do if I can find it, field goals attempted. If we're going to see 14 plus shots from this guy, obviously the hit rate starts to look a whole lot better. This is with Giannis, without Giannis, with KPJ, without KPJ. Obviously some of these games are without both of them, and that's the ones we're really going to look at. So yeah, here's their hit rate when he's shooting 14 plus times, and he's got a great matchup to do so. Ton of injuries for this team. The usage is going to be there, and Ryan Rollins just got to remember that, hey, he was a hooper without Giannis early in the year. Now you got no Giannis, no KPJ, and you just got to put the ball in the basket in the good matchup. This is going to be battle of the injured teams, and I think Ryan Rollins is going to shine. Moving to the next play here, there's going to be a couple ways to play it, but I'm going to Isaiah Joe, 10.5 points. I'm also looking at his 3-point line. So you can play it at 10.5 points. If you have it at Hard Rock, it's available at minus 115. It's also available at minus 135 on BetMGM. There's a lot of juice you have to pay there. If you find it 11.5, I'd probably just pivot to his threes. I'm going to show you guys both of them. And again, obviously the hit rate doesn't look great here, but there's a ton of injuries. And this one could stay relatively close. He played 30 minutes in that close game last time. He shot horribly, 2 of 7 from the field. Still had 7 points with 0 threes, by the way. So another kind of bonus to go to his points line here. But he also doesn't shoot 0% from 3 very often. He doesn't shoot 29% from the field very often. And this could be a blowout. It's a 12-point spread. The Thunder are at home. The Toronto Raptors are a good team. They could keep this close. I'd honestly bet on them keeping it close. But if it is a blowout, a guy like Isaiah Joe gets a lot, even more usage and boosts without Shea and stuff on the court. But if it stays close, I like to see he's still got 30 minutes here because that's going to be the play. Ton of injuries to this team. J-Dub, AJ Mitchell, Hartenstein, potentially no Aaron Wiggins. Like there's a lot of, no Caruso. A lot of injuries, so he's projected for 27 minutes in this game, and we just saw him again have 30 minutes. So that's going to be the move. The next thing I'll point to is the games without J-Dub in the lineup. You can see the minutes bump up to about 25 minutes per game. The hit rate on this line also jumps up to about 58%. In the one game, again, without both these guys, he played 30 minutes. Didn't shoot well at all, but he did play 30 minutes. So let's just look at games he's playing 25 plus minutes, which I think we could get today, absolutely. Projected for 27 minutes, could stay close, could be a blowout. Either one could be beneficial to a guy like Isaiah Joe, especially if he's hitting shots. He's now over this in 80% of games with 25 plus minutes. And honestly, if you look back at last year, the hit rates are great on this too. 75% of games he played 25 plus minutes, he was over this line. So I expect him to shoot better than 0% from 3, better than 29% from the field. Also didn't get against the Bucks. 1 of 7 from 3, 25% from the field. So if he can shoot a normal percentage, obviously some of these games are crazy percentages, 83%, but here's a 45% shooting game. He got the shots up, shot 10 threes in this one against the Pelicans. Is this the Pelicans kind of matchup? No, the Raptors are a little bit better defense than the Pelicans, but they do lackluster defense on the spot-up opportunities. That's 40% of his shots. Catch and shoot, they're somehow a little bit better, but spot-up opportunities, that's the main thing you're going to get for a guy like Isaiah Joe. And again, it really doesn't matter the matchup here. He's doing it in hard matchups, difficult matchups when he's getting this much time in the court. He just has to shoot better than 29% or something to get there. Now you can look at the threes as well because it's also pretty good value here. Minus 105 on the over 2.5 threes. Very similar hit rate. And again, dating back to last year, 65% of games he's over this. So I do prefer the 10.5 points, but it's going to be hard to find. Again, minus 115 on Hard Rock or pay the juice at minus 135. Once this gets to 11.5%, it's still a 65% hit rate, but might as well just look at the threes at that point at 2.5, because Isaiah Joe pretty much needs the threes typically to get his points line here. So we should get the time in the court. 25 plus minutes is what I'm expecting today, and the hit rate obviously looks a whole lot better than this. So ton of injuries. He should get the time in the court, and liking this spot for Isaiah Joe. Again, horrible normal hit rate, but should get the 25 plus. How many times have I said that? And before we get into the recap, got to shout out Picket one more time, guys. We're doing a $100 giveaway on Tuesday, and there's one entry right now. You got a pretty good shot at this thing. Sign up for Picket using my code RichPicks. It is an amazing app anyway. It's a free app, by the way, and you get $300 or $100 just by syncing your first sportsbook after you use my code, regardless of the giveaway. So you're getting $300 or $100 using my code RichPicks. You get to track all your plays, and you get in on the $100 giveaway. The last part of the thing is just comment something down below on the video that shows me your Picket username. Shows me your Picket username. I don't know how else to make it clear because, again, I know people are watching these and not commenting their Picket username. So it's unfortunate, but again, you got a pretty good shot at this thing. So sign up for Picket. It's an amazing app. I can see that I'm winning, over the course of 2+ years because of Picket. I just sync my sports books. They do the rest. They let you know how you're winning. If you're getting closing line value, good CLV means, typically a good hit rate over the course of 2+ years. Again, I've been killing it. I know my ups and downs happen. There's some down trajectories, but typically I've been winning, and I know that because Picket is so seamless to use. So check out Picket, get in the $100 giveaway. Again, to lay it out clearly, sign up using my code RichPicks, sync your first sports book, comment something down below. Just your Picket username is all you need to comment if you want to get in on it. So jumping in the recap of what we talked about in this one, we had 3 official video picks, and we got some guys that the hit rates are not going to look amazing. So I know people are going to see those and be like, ew, bad. But there's injuries that are playing into these plays. Grayson Allen over 3.5 threes, injury. No Devin Booker, potentially no Jalen Green. Great matchup. Ryan Rollins over his 19.5 points, 1 unit there. And then the way I'm running Isaiah Joe is the same way I ran Bam Adebayo. I'm going over his 10.5 points. I'm paying a lot of juice on this one though, -135. I don't typically do that, but the 11.5 hit rate is just worse, and there's really no reason to hedge if I'm gonna go attack this at 11.5. If it's at 11.5 and you can't get it at 10.5, go to the 2.5 threes, -105. Very similar hit rate, but just not as amazing, which is why we're paying the juice here. But ton of injuries. Hopefully he gets the just gotta knock him down, and running 0.5 units on both of those. So we got 3 units down on the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, smash the like button, comment something down below, and include your Picket username so I can go ahead and give you guys, get into that giveaway for you guys. So thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. We got football on today. I'm in my jammies right now because, again, here comes the snow in the Northeast. We're supposed to get a lot of it. So I'm getting comfortable, getting ready for the Patriots game, and then, of course, the later game as well. But I'm a Patriots fan, so most excited about that. Yeah, but that will do it for me. Kind of ran through this one pretty quickly, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.